the experience was traumatic. Anybody that tells you otherwise is in denial. It actually didn't start at Kuje. Kuje is the second phase in the whole saga. It started at Abattoir, the notorious detention facility at the SARS of Gusape, that area. That's where it started on Monday, the other Monday, 20th. So it was more traumatic at the police cell than it was at Kuje. So going to Kuje was more of graduating from a very terrible situation to something a bit less terrible. At the SARS detention facility in Abuja, overnight we were cramped into a 14 by 12 room. All of us, all 13 detainees, myself, Prince Nnamdi Kanu, and the others, were cramped in that room. It has only one toilet, and it has like 3 or 4 steps that are supposed to double for bed. There's nothing there, so you just have to lay down. So he didn't, contain all of us in terms of lying down. So most of us had to sit it out the whole night, and that most of us, included me particularly, I couldn't find myself lying on that, hard concrete floor overnight. So I just sat it out, almost in a fetal position like this, and it was quite traumatic. About 7:30 in the morning, the following day, they came for us, and of course we didn't have telephone privileges, so nobody knew where we were. We were taken initially to the police CID headquarters in Gariki, and they led people to believe that's where we were. So somewhere along the line, in the late of the night, when it was about 7:30 in the evening, they just ordered us out. Came out, they deployed tear gas against us. It was very perplexing and baffling. I don't know why we would deploy tear gas against people you already have in custody at the force headquarters. And one of them was deployed very close to me. So the entire fume in great volumes, got inhaled into my lungs, and I lost my voice. I'm still trying to get my voice back. That was the second one that was deployed at me personally. The first one was at the point of arrest or interdiction. So all of that got taken in, and I think I'm struggling with some kind of respiratory issues right now. I just came from my doctor, and that's the diagnosis. You can see the cast where they, access my veins to do some intravenous treatment. So that's how it happened. And they took us from Abattoir, that is the SARS, early in the morning, around 7:30, and drove us all the way to Kuje, and nobody told us where we were going. We were all perplexed and confused, and that we had no way of informing our people where we were. And they were looking for us all over Abuja until we got to Kuje. So you begin to wonder, while you get arrested in Wuse and Otako and get taken to Kuje magistrate for arraignment the following day, when we have about 20 or maybe 15 magistrate courts closer to the location of arrest. So your guess is as good as mine. So when we got there, the magistrate wouldn't let us say any word. I told the magistrate, I'm a lawyer. He said, well, I know who you are. There was another lawyer amongst us, one barrister, Okere. He wouldn't let him speak. He said, well, you will not address me as lawyers because you are not dressed. We said, okay, we are suspects. Can we take a plea and apply for bail? He said, well, somebody got up and said, one lady lawyer got up and said, their counsel is on the way. Maybe your Lord, my Lord, whatever, your worship, can we take a stand down for 20 minutes? Their counsel, Barrister Masu, is on the way. He just shook his head and got angry. I don't know what made him angry, whether it was contrived or real. He just ordered us remanded till Friday to Kuje Correctional Facility. That's how it happened. Very baffling. So we were headed away from the courtroom. We were all confused at how the justice system got so dispensed, so unjustly and so quickly, that a suspect, a defendant, no more had any right to take a plea. That's a basic right you have when you are produced in court. Tell me what I did so I can answer guilty or not guilty. Guilty, you are sentenced. It ends. Not guilty, then you apply for bail. Either your bail application is denied or is granted, but not giving you or affording you the opportunity to take that plea is the most egregious assault at the constitutional requirement of fair hearing.